And 15 minutes after the hour, great to provide live coverage of the first speech to family, friends, and of course employees of USDA, the new now Secretary of Agriculture, Sonny Perdue. You saw it and heard it first right here live on Market Day Report. Let's go from Washington, not too far down the road, to Whitehall, Maryland. And Ben Hushon joining us every Tuesday. Ben, quite an historic day and one that agriculture has been waiting for.
Good morning, Mark. I'm very humbled to be on at about the same time as Sonny Perdue. Agriculture needs him and needs leadership like I believe he's going to provide us.
Great presentation, well said, and rightfully, and you are doing your part there. In fact, let's get a weather update. We enjoy that from you each week. Weather maps have been a little rainy here, but I'm sure some work has gotten done.
It has, Mark. It started to rain Thursday. Last Tuesday, we were in the fields. Things were running wide open. Corn planters were moving. Thursday, rain moved in. Sun came out Sunday and then turned right back into rain. And Tim Ross is telling us we're in for rain today and then maybe some sunshine coming out Wednesday and then warm weather. So the folks that planted last week or prior, they're going to be smiling, and everybody else will be in a corn planter for sure.
And you sent some pictures, those folks who did get the crop in the ground, not too far from Whitehall, and some pictures you took just this morning to share with us.
Yes, they are, Mark. Corn is up at 100 Mill Farms in Whitehall, Maryland. Steve and Danny Piper. It was planted 2 weeks ago today. Now, they set it up for success. The soil temperatures at that point were hovering right at 50, and they put some in-row fertilizer, so it looked good. It didn't do an actual plant stand, but there were very few spaces that it was not up.
And so how would you call it, early stand? How would you categorize what you're seeing there early on here from this morning's pictures?
Well, what I saw there, I would consider that an excellent stand. I was looking at some a little bit earlier up in Pennsylvania, and it was a little more uneven, but I think if I come back and look at it Sunday or Saturday, I think get a little heat, and it'll all be up pretty well at that point. And
you've got some video of planning going on and a research plot here. That was done, I believe, last week before Easter.
It was done last week. We're partnering this year with a national group called SARE, S-A-R-E, and that's an organization that in our part of the world is a gathering of extension from Maryland and Penn State. There's a couple farmers on the committee, a couple industry folks like myself, and NRCS, Soil Conservation, and also USDA Beltsville. We have the privilege of having a couple of those folks on, and we're trying to study and learn and take cover crop to the next level of learning, Mark. Everybody talks about, yep, I do cover crop, or I've played around with it, I've had this success or failure. In Maryland, they're allowed to kill their cover crop off March 1st. And there's been a lot of smart people telling us, why don't you let that stand? Why don't you let that grow until the day you plant? So this particular spot, Andy was planting green. That barley was just about to start shooting head that he planted into, and he told us after planting that field that it planted really well. We dug it up. It was putting the kernels right at 2 inches, and it'll be interesting to see how that comes out to yield in the fall.
Very good. We may keep an eye, if you would, on that plot and the field there at Whitehall as well. Ben, we're going to let you go. We'll get everybody updated here on the grain and livestock futures here after our break, but we look forward to visiting with you next week.
Mark, hope you and your viewers and listeners have a safe week.
All right. Keep it safe. It's a busy time, you bet. Ben Hushon from The Mill joining us every Tuesday. We will take a break, and we'll get you updated the grain and livestock trade when we continue.